WHO has been assessing this outbreak around the clock, and we're deeply concerned both by the alarming levels of spread and severity and by the alarming levels of inaction. We have therefore made the assessment that COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
4 to 6 weeks later.
It's been a month since the CDC or whoever declared the coronavirus a worldwide pandemic. Or at least a month since, all the sporting events have been canceled, in terms of my estimation. And at this point, it doesn't seem to be letting up, or at least, how everybody else wants it to see it. It hasn't been letting up. Obviously, we are living in different times right now. Obviously, there are no schools. We can't go to any large gatherings. We can't go out with our friends. We have now implemented what's called social distancing, where we have to separate ourselves 6 feet
away from each other.
6 feet away from each other?
6 feet apart from our fellow peers. And is it annoying? A little bit, especially, since I having somebody come up to me and it's like, hey, 6 feet. It's like, okay, fine, I get it. I'm not sick. I'm not gonna get you sick. Now, I'm not gonna come over here and say that I'm immune. Everyone is immune to it. I'm doing my best to be safe, to not get this virus at all. Nobody in this world is immune, and we all have to, keep our cool about all of this. Now, with this coronavirus, hey man, don't play with me. You see me trying to do a video, well, don't play with me. I knock your out like I did your brother. What's up? Yeah. Knock your out like I'm a one-punch man, like Saitama with a one-punch man. Quit playing with me. Now, where was I at? Oh yeah. Now, with this coronavirus, it is obviously affecting our lives in many, many ways. Now, I will admit, at first, I thought this was all a hoax. Because it was overseas. The government doing everything they can to, put fear into our minds. It's gonna take a little bit more than that to put fear into my mind. But obviously, when it came to the United States, it became real. Actually, when it really became real is when they started shutting down all the schools, and I was like, okay, this is actually pretty serious. So in our first, again, full month, what I think has been a month since we declared it a pandemic, it has been absolutely crazy. Obviously, we all had this stay-at-home order where we're forced to stay in our house, and I'm over here losing my freaking mind. I'm over here on Disney Plus, Netflix, Hulu, mainly on Disney Plus, reliving all the glory old days back in the early 2000s, watching all Disney Channel movies, just reliving my childhood.
We're all in this together.
All in this together. Now, what you guys should be doing is keeping up to date on the latest coronavirus news, keeping up to date on information from the CDC, and just making sure we're all being safe. This is obviously not a time to panic, but this is obviously a time to relax, enjoy the things outside. And what am I talking about? This is just ridiculous. Obviously, this whole quarantine situation is obviously a big, it sucks, and honestly, everybody hates it too. I'm going outside. I'm at least going outside, to get my fresh air, get out of the house a little bit. But it just sucks that we can't go anywhere. The only place I can go is to the grocery store, which is literally right across the street from my place. And even there are still tons and tons of people. Yes, I get it. We all going to the store to get our essentials, but come on, that's a lot of people. Now, obviously, I've seen news of how grocery stores across the nation are starting to limit how many people go into the grocery store because they don't want to risk their employees getting sick. Now, I get that, but come on, people. Get your stuff and go home, stay home indoors. Now, like I said, it's been about a month. We're starting to see results. See results. Is it the results we want to see? No. Is it the results that we're getting? somewhat, okay? Now, obviously one of the big news that's going on right now is some states are starting to reopen. Is that a good idea? Not really, because we don't know if we've reached our peak yet. We don't know if we've reached our peak yet, and if we haven't, what happens if we do reopen all the states? We're gonna hit an even more bigger second wave than we've already had right now. I already know right now Florida has already opened up their beaches, which is a really huge mistake. If they mess that up, then we're gonna be in this pandemic for quite some time. I don't know why they decided to. Obviously the beaches are the most worstest place to catch the virus because there's so many people naked, butt naked, in water, whatever, salt water combination. It's terrible. Now, again, is it a good idea for us to reopen the states? Not really. No, as much as I want to go back outside, go to the bars, hang out with my friends, just get faced, and just, have a good time. Go back to a sporting events, freaking yell at LeBron James because he's flopping all over the place. I want to go back to that, but it's gonna be a minute, especially for sports. I'm not even for sure if we're even gonna get back to the NBA season because they just completely halted at the most oddest time. I don't know if we're gonna get NBA back. Probably, we might get NFL back. I'm pretty sure we might get NFL back because that's not until at least September. The offseason is not at least till late August, early September. So we might get that back. MLB, they might have a season. I don't know, but it is just absolutely insane. And a message to all the freaking people, the protesters out there. You are the main reason why we are continuing to see spikes or the numbers rise in these coronavirus cases, because you guys are idiots. I get it. You want to be outside. I want to be outside too, but I am waiting this out. Right now, there's no cure for this. There's no vaccine. Right now, I saw an article saying that there's now at-home testing kits for you to test yourself if you do have the virus. And I saw like the price tag on it was like $119. We're gonna end up spending that because we want to see, if we have the virus or not. Now, in terms of how this pandemic is gonna end, it's very hard to tell. For some reason, I saw an article, a headline from CNN saying that we're gonna have to practice social distancing until 2022. I got things to do. I want things to do. I want a life to live. I don't want to be stuck in the house being socially distanced from everybody 6 feet apart for the next 2 years. Yeah, that's not gonna happen, but that's a big if. Obviously, experts, they're not always 100% right. I'm not gonna bash them. But not all the time experts are right. Sometimes they over-exaggerate more than they need to be. But if we do what we need to be doing and stop going outside for unnecessary and just stay home, be calm, this will pass far sooner than we think. It's probably not gonna happen in like the next month or two. Maybe we're gonna start seeing things dial down, but obviously, we're all struggling. Hell, look at me. I need a haircut because it is looking rough right now. I don't like the way my hair looks. But these are obviously difficult times we are living through right now. Obviously, my heart goes out to all the seniors, both high school and college, that unfortunately are not going to be able to graduate this year. I feel for them because my little sister, she was a senior in college, and she was a senior in high school, and she's not going to be able to walk across that stage with her fellow classmates. Like, it's just crazy that, she was on spring break and she got the notification saying that, hey, school's done, that's it. I'm sorry, y'all, you guys are not coming back to school. And, she didn't even get the proper goodbye to all her teachers and students and her friends. So, yeah, I feel for her. But, like I said, my heart goes out to all the seniors across the nation that are high school seniors, college seniors. Obviously, I know a lot of colleges across the nation are doing virtual commencement ceremonies. I am actually eager to see what that is going to look like. Like, that is a lot of students, especially my college. My college had I want to say 1,000 in the class, maybe 2,000. Well, no, I wouldn't even say that. Maybe at least around 1,000 students that graduated from my class last year. And like I said, that's going to be a lot of students. I want to see how they're going to coordinate that, especially if it's online. Like I said, we all have to do our part. continue following what the CDC says. Did I say that right? CDC. Wow. I don't know. For some reason, I thought I was saying that wrong. There's also another one called WHO, which is like HOW, which I believe is like the World Health Organization. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that. I don't know. But yes, continue following what their guidelines on how to better protect ourselves. You know, wear a face mask, which is, you know, what I should have been wearing since day one. But if I wear this, I don't think you guys will be able to hear me well, and I think I'm shouting. So for now, I gotta take that off. But do whatever, you know, the guidelines tell you. Your local health departments, you know, follow what they're saying, because again, we all want to go outside. I want to go outside. It sucks being inside the house doing absolutely but nothing. It sucks, but you know, we gotta continue on with these. You know, we gotta continue on with these difficult times, and you know, continuing making TikToks. You don't know how many TikToks I've seen pop up on my timeline feed because everybody is freaking bored. So many celebrities, and so many of my friends as celebrities have going over to TikTok because they're so freaking bored. You know, this is what the world has come to, and this is all in just within a month of it officially being declared a pandemic. I'm actually very interested to see what it's going to be like 2 months, another month from now. Like I said, if it makes it that far, like I said, stay safe. Do what the guidelines tell you to do. This will be over sooner rather than later. Like I said, probably not like the next month or so. Maybe like, I'm gonna have to agree with them at least until August. This will probably, you know, we'll probably start seeing results. But you know, that is what it is. Hey man, thanks for getting to the end of this video. If you got any videos you want me to react to, hit me up in the comment section down below or any of my social media. Like, subscribe, doses.